but we are back to normal customizing figure videos for now. And right now, all I really have to update, since I haven't been home all that terribly long and I've been pretty busy, is my progress on 11808 Clover's Michael Myers figure. I've been calling this guy the Night He Came Home Myers, because it is a Halloween 1 and Halloween 2 hybrid. Or the original movies, by the way. And as you can see here, I have the body of it pretty much finished, and I'm pretty happy with how it's come out so far. There are a couple little touch-ups. I want to touch up the boots a little bit. This collar is still drying, and I need to do some sanding on it. But overall, I mean, for the most part, it's done. It'll be ready to paint probably tonight, honestly. But here's a little closer look at it. You can see he has the H1 mask. It's a work in progress right now, but I'll get into that in a minute. And I got all the little details and stuff. I actually went and started trying to do this, put some sculpt on the ball joints themselves to kind of hide them. Right now they're pretty obvious because they're unpainted, but that'll be changed pretty soon. They still have a really good range of motion. It doesn't really hinder the figure all that much at all. So, with anything, at least a person would do, or Michael Myers especially would do. So, I think it will add to the overall appearance once it's all painted up. But I got all the details in here. I got the 2 pockets, the one with the flap on it, collar, all that fun stuff. And, you take a look at the mask. I'll take it off right now. Like I said, it's a work in progress. You can see from the side, it's kind of like a, I don't remember the name of it. In movies, when they have just a cardboard front of a building instead of the whole building there, that's what it kind of reminds me of right now. The way I sculpted it actually is a little different. Simpsons fans, Hobo Myers, which, by the way, is right here, packed up, ready to ship out. Just have to hear back from him on one little thing, and then it'll be all set. But his were the first Myers heads I'd ever sculpted, and it was kind of a learning experience. Part of the reason it took so long is because I had to keep shaving the heads down and resculpting them, and it's just a learning experience there. With this one, I decided I did to do the unmasked head first, because he asked for 3 different heads. And I took that, and then basically the same way I do the hockey mask for a Jason figure, by the way one showed people how to do it, which we put saran wrap over the head and sculpt the mask over that so it doesn't stick. That's how I did this, the front at least, right here. And I took it and applied it. I made kind of a mini underhead, which basically just eyes in the shape of a face. So I got things kind of scaled correctly on this. A different approach, and I think I actually do kind of like it. We'll see how it turns out when all's said and done, but right now I'm really liking this head. Still has a lot more detail and work to put into it, but it is coming along. I went with a rubber neck on it as well, so that when you put it on there, I'm going to thin the rubber out a little bit extra, but you can kind of get the head tilt going there. And, still got a good range of motion with the magnetic ball joint in there, just like I did on the Hobo Myers figure. And it probably doesn't help that I'm blocking the light source with my hands while I'm doing this, but whatever, deal with it. So this still has a lot of work to do. I would like to show you the H2 head and be like, oh, look how much work I got on that. But I've really been concentrating on the other 2 heads, and that's the H2 head right now. So probably going to work on that more later today or something. But that one's got obviously a lot of work to go on it still. But the unmasked head is here. I got very lucky by accident, and the figure I was sculpting this out of, the wrestler's head, kind of shared a lot of features with the guy who played Michael in that one scene. And if you don't know, he was brought in just for that one scene because they liked his face. And John Carpenter says he doesn't even remember who this guy is. It was some random guy they hired for the day. But I slimmed down his cheeks a little because the wrestler had kind of chubbier cheeks on him. I have His eyes kind of has some makeup on it because it was all puffy from getting stabbed. I redid his hair because he had kind of curlyish hair. Looking at the references in the movie, it looks like he has black hair, but everything else I've seen kind of leads me to believe he has more of a brown or blondish hair. Probably more like the Michael Myers from the beginning of the movie when he's a child. So I think that's the color scheme I'm going to go with it because, it's so hard to judge off stills from the movie just because the lighting. I mean, Michael Myers has a green jumpsuit on and it looks blue the whole movie because of the lighting. So it's really hard to trust the lighting in that movie. But other stuff, I guess weapons is the next thing to show off. This is the butcher knife from Halloween 1. Real metal. I like doing metal blades. Even I know some people prefer epoxy ones for 7-inch figures, but I do like having the real metal blade. I think it adds a nice look to it, a nice authentic look. And also from Halloween 1, this is still very early in progress, but this is going to be the telephone cord. I still need to sculpt the phone itself over here and stuff. This is going to be the telephone cord that he strangles the girl with. So if you could imagine... him like that, with the cord strangling her. Still got to mess with it a little bit. It's not quite up to what I want it to be yet. I might actually end up redoing it, but so far that's basically the concept for it, if nothing else. And then from Halloween 2, we have I want to call it a bread knife, but a bread knife I think would be serrated, and this one definitely was not serrated. It's a knife the old lady's making a sandwich with at the beginning of the movie that he steals and kills some people with. I really like this knife. I feel like the handle looks really nice and authentic on it. Once again, a metal blade. I just like this one. I think it's a different kind of weapon. And last but not least, the big guns here. The Halloween 2 scalpel. And this one, because it is so tiny, wouldn't fit in his hand in a natural way, and I couldn't close his hand up to hold it. So, it actually comes into his hand, and this little ring here goes over his finger. I'll probably paint the ring a flesh tone so that when he's holding it, it's not really all that obvious that he has the knife. Or has the ring, I mean. And then you'll have like a silver on that itself. So you could take him. I gotta mess with the joint. I went a little far with the epoxy. But you could take him and have him, covering up his eyes in pain and just going around with the knife in front of him. Or if, you want to be more authentic, you can go with the H2 head. Don't even have eyes and they hurt so bad. But that's basically it for him right now. I don't anticipate him taking me too much longer to finish up. I mean, most of this work I've done. I think when I came back from the trip, all I'd done was like this part of him right here. So I've kind of cranked it out. I'm trying to get my turnout speeds on stuff up a little bit. That's kind of been my goal with this one. Maintaining accuracy while kind of doing it a little faster, being more regular about doing the work and doing a little bit more at a time than I have been in the past. But that's, he looks so stupid with that head. But that's the Night He Came Home Myers for right now. Like I said, I've been really focused on this project. Haven't really done much of anything. I was messing with TV Freddy's arms a little bit, but that's not even worth showing off yet. Madman Mars hasn't been touched. Nothing really else to show off, so I guess I'm just going to leave it at that. It's like the first time since they gave me 15 minutes in a video that I haven't rambled on for the whole freaking time. But, so I'll see you guys later. This guy should be painted up probably pretty soon, ready to show off in its full entirety, and hopefully I'll get some work on some other projects done as well. So definitely look forward to those guys, and until then, see ya.